On over to X, man. We're going to jump right into this story. This is a big time story. And it's being reported that multiple WNBA sources tell Front Office Sports the best case scenario for free agency will be early March. And that's if they ink dries on the new CBA by early February. So let's say they have a deal done.
March. That's the earliest we're looking at for WNBA free agency according to Front Office Sports. And if you think that timeline works, you haven't done the math, because between early March and May 8th, the scheduled season opener, the league needs to squeeze in free agency, an expansion draft, a lottery, the regular draft on April 9th, and somehow get all 30 teams through training camp starting April 19th. That's not a tight schedule. That's a logistical nightmare waiting to implode.
I believe that they're deal done, but I could be wrong. See, I'm afraid to admit, hey, y'all, I could be wrong. Now, with that being said, the article goes on to say that the WNBA wants everyone to believe the 2026 season will tip off on May the 8th. Now, May the 8th is when the date's supposed to start. Now, I'm here to tell you, if free agency started in March, the season is not going to start May 8th. So that right there tells me ain't no ifs, ands, ain't no buts. The season ain't going to start in.
Here's what nobody's talking about. The schedule already dropped. Teams know their opponents. Arenas are booked. Tickets are on sale. But the Players Union has been waiting over a month for a response to their proposal. 30% revenue share, $10 million salary cap, $249,000 supermax, and as of last Friday, radio silence from the league. So, we've got this bizarre situation where the WNBA is acting like everything's fine while the foundation is actively crumbling.
In 26 season. Now, as of Friday, right, the Players Union was still waiting on a response from the league to propose to the proposal that they sent over a month ago. Now, multiple sources told Front Office Sport that the proposal the union is seeking a 30% share of the league gross revenue and a salary cap around $10 million, man. Everybody keep reporting. We already know this part, bro. Like, all they doing is copying and pasting the same articles, bro, every couple of days, man. Now, the Supermax will go up to
Training camp. That's the piece everyone keeps glossing over. You can't just throw players together 3 weeks before opening night and expect championship-level basketball. Weight room conditioning, offensive systems, defensive rotations, team chemistry. All of that takes time. The typical timeline has free agency wrapped by early February specifically. So teams have 2 full months that prepare. Now they're looking at maybe 3 weeks if they're lucky. And we're supposed to believe the product won't suffer.
Or embarking on a 4-game road trip. So now I know we made a video yesterday about the Fever and stuff like that being targeted, but to me it looked like a lot of these teams, now no one's playing more back-to-backs, Caitlin Clark and the Fever, I just got to be honest there, but the Aces, the Fever, and the Liberty will have road trips. I think they will have road trips just on the strength of them being the most popular teams. Now, the first
let's walk through what actually has to happen here. Best case scenario, the CBA gets signed by early February. That gives the league exactly 4 weeks to conduct free agency in March. But it's not just free agency. Golden State's expansion draft has to happen. That means every team needs to submit their protected lists. The Valkyries make their selections. Then those players need to relocate and integrate with a brand new franchise. Then you've got the college draft on April 13th, bringing in another wave of rookies. And somehow all of this resolves itself by April 19th when training camps open.
All these articles be all the same stuff. Now, what's that? The union is proposing eliminating the destination, but the league has been unresponsive to the suggestion. Multiple sources believe the best case scenario for free agency will be early March. And if that ink dries, the new CBA could be signed by early February, giving the WNBA the rest of the month to plan and conduct an expansion draft in a typical year. Free agency begins in early January and all major signings are commonly wrapped up by.
The Vegas Aces open against Phoenix on May 8th. That's the target date the league keeps promoting. But think about what that means for a team that might lose a key player in the expansion draft, sign 2 new free agents in March, and draft a rookie in April. A'ja Wilson could be running plays with teammates she's known for less than 3 weeks. Kelsey Plum might be learning a completely revamped defensive system on the fly. That's not professional basketball. That's organized chaos with a television contract.
Squeeze in the expansion draft, squeeze in a lottery, and everybody's going to report back to training camp by April the 19th. That is the plan. That is the plan as of right now, if this deal gets signed by the beginning of February. Now, however, in the middle of free agency, front office will also be preparing for the 2026 WNBA draft, currently scheduled for when April 13th. So not only do they got to do the training camp plus free agency, they also got to get ready for these college young ladies coming out. Do I believe they got it?
And here's the part that should terrify every WNBA fan. Both sides keep emphasizing they don't want a lockout. The owners have reportedly said they have no interest in invoking one. The players' union authorized a strike in December, but called it a precautionary measure. So, nobody wants to stop the season. Great. But what they're proposing instead might actually be worse. Because starting a season with unprepared teams, incomplete rosters, and zero chemistry doesn't just hurt the product. It damages the league's credibility in the most important growth year in WNBA history.
You rushing stuff don't ever go right. Stuff don't ever go right. And I feel like this could be leading us to a disastrous start of the season. People not knowing where they're supposed to be. Some of your favorite teams going to end up losing. The chemistry's not there. Everybody's forgetting all of that. You got new players waiting to get acquainted with their current players within 3 weeks. Then you got training camp. Then you got the draft. Then you got more new players coming in.